What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sang, and today we're going to talk about the ADL CEO condemning Dave Chappelle's Saturday Night Live monologue. Now, I saw all 15 minutes of it, and I think Dave did a great job about talking about everything. He talked about the midterms for a hot second, Trump, Kanye's situation. He even threw like Kyrie in there a smidge because he was like, Kanye got in so much trouble, Kyrie in trouble now. Like, it was funny. It was so funny. He did a great job. But now the ADL CEO is upset. So before we get into this article, it's on thehill.com. I'm going to just be real with y'all. If y'all think you are going to pack Dave up out of here like you tried to do Kanye and Kyrie, good luck. You wasting your time. It ain't about to happen. My man turned down millions upon millions of dollars when Comedy Central wanted to keep him making more episodes and stuff for Chappelle's show. I was in high school when this happened. And he was like, no, I'm good. And he went to Africa. like he dipped out for a couple years and then came back and was like, hey, y'all, I'm back. And everybody was like, woo, yeah. And now he lives on a farm in a dope town right here in Ohio. It's like, you're not canceling this man. Like, you're not touching him. But let's go ahead and get into this article. So as you guys see, this is on The Hill. Like I said, the ADL CEO condemns the Chappelle SNL monologue. Crazy. So it says the CEO of the Anti-Defamation League. First off, this is the most I've ever heard of the ADL my whole life. And I'm Jewish. I've never heard of y'all before. My whole time growing up, I'd heard of the NAACP. I'd have seen, who is it, Farrakhan and Reverend Jesse Williams or whoever. I'd have seen all these people pull up for the black community when stuff happens. I've never heard of the ADL until like now. And I've never heard of them be mad so much until this like period of time that we are in at the moment. It's wild. It's wild. I just got to get that off. But, it says on Sunday, he criticized Dave over the weekend after the comedian delivered a monologue poking fun at Jewish people. It wasn't that bad. Like, he told the line tastefully well. It was jokes. And he mostly talked about Kanye and Trump, if anything. I don't know what y'all tripping about. It says Jonathan Greenblatt tweeted, we shouldn't expect Dave Chappelle to serve as society's moral compass, but said it was disturbing for SNL to not just normalize, but popularize anti-Semitism. He didn't... Why are Jewish sensitives denied or diminished at almost every turn? Greenblatt wrote on his personal Twitter account. Why does our trauma trigger applause? Chappelle appeared on SNL over the weekend for a stand-up monologue that covered multiple trending topics, including recent anti-Semitic comments from Ye, the rapper formerly known as Kanye West. I learned that there are two words you should never say in the English language, and those words are the and Jews. Chappelle joked, I never heard someone do good after they did that. I mean, we're watching it play out right now. So was he really wrong? Chappelle also quipped about Brooklyn Nets star Kyrie Irving, who was suspended after refusing to apologize for tweeting out a link about a documentary that perpetrates anti-Semitic beliefs. The documentary is called Hebrews to Negroes Now, a video I did where I was talking about how the CEO of that film put out a letter in his support to Kyrie. This week, I will be watching the film, which you guys have to understand, this is 3 hours and 28 minutes long. This is a very long documentary to watch. So I will be watching that this week, taking notes, and hopefully, based on the scheduling, hopefully I can have my own review of it out maybe Monday. It's long, y'all. Y'all gotta bear with me, but I do plan on watching it this week. I already set out time to actually sit down and watch it. He later said there were a lot of Jews in Hollywood, but that doesn't mean anything. There's a lot of black people in Ferguson, Missouri, but that doesn't mean we run the place. The illusion that the Jews run show business is not a crazy thing to think, but it is a crazy thing to say out loud in a climate like this. I mean, most of them are in head positions in media entertainment, and you can actually look that up yourself. That's a thing. That's not a lie. Anti-Semitic hate incidents have been on the rise in the U.S. and hit a record high in 2021, according to the ADL. When? Like, how much is that compared to, like, the other races? We should look that up. I'll probably look that up. Chappelle has also faced criticism for his comments and jokes about the transgender community, especially after the release of his Netflix special, The Closer, last year. That I didn't understand, because a lot of them were mad, saying he was like crapping on their community, but if they actually watched his special, he didn't. And a lot of them that were mad, they were like, I'm never gonna watch it. I refuse to watch it. But what are you mad about then? How can you say he's tearing down your community and saying certain things if you refuse to even watch it for yourself to see what he's actually saying? That I never understood. That always threw me for a loop when I heard them complaining about that. Both the comedian and Netflix have defended his stand-up performances and said artistic freedom should be protected. Chappelle also took a few jabs at Herschel Walker, the former football standout facing a runoff election next month in Georgia's Senate race. Now the midterms are over and it's a crazy climate. And I gotta tell you, I feel like with this midterms, like all of humanity depends on it, and it's an ominous sign, he quipped. The most ominous sign of the midterms, I believe, to be Herschel Walker, who I don't want to speak badly of because he's black. But I have to admit, he's observably stupid. This part was funny. He's the kind of guy who looks like he thinks before he makes a move on tic-tac-toe. And that's pretty much the article. Like I said, I saw the monologue. It was hilarious. I don't know if they're going to push SNL to take that down. But if you didn't see it live and you haven't seen it off their YouTube page yet, I highly recommend just going over there and watching it as soon as possible if you missed it. It is hilarious. It is 15 minutes of Dave being Dave and just going off. It is hilarious. But let's go back up. I want to look up this rate where they said anti-Semitic hate incidents have been on the rise and hit a record high in 2021. Let's look that up real quick. All right, guys. So I'm on the ADL's website. This is an audit they did. I tried to pull up some more articles to see if anybody else had their own numbers, but everybody's just pulling their numbers from the ADL. So there was no other source to pull this from but them, so I kind of have to use what they're saying. I'm the type of person where I like to pull up multiple different sources, including the main source, but if everybody's just getting their numbers from them, I can't do a comparison to see how accurate anything is. Just to be like completely clear and honest with you guys about this. So if you see this, it says anti-Semitic incidences in the U.S. It's a 10-year review. So this is from 2012 to 2021. So we're going from 927. You guys see it dips a little bit, backs up a little bit, and then it jumps up, right? And so we get to here where this is a significant jump up from 2020. And the main reasoning for that, So from here, this shows the past 2 years. So 2019 to 2021. And see, most of it is harassment, then it's vandalism, and then the last bit of it is assault. So it says for harassment, of the total, 1,776 incidents were categorized as harassment, defined as cases where one or more Jewish people or people who were perceived to be Jewish were harassed verbally or in writing with anti-Semitic conspiracy theories, slurs, or stereotypes. Acts of harassment increased 43% up from 1,242 in 2020. So wait, so harassment was just verbally or in writing. So there was no physical harassment. I guess that's what they put into assault. So if somebody said something to you or wrote something to you, and they said conspiracy theories, slurs, or stereotypes, oh man, I've been getting this my whole life. If you guys missed my story from the 500 sub celebration video, like, I've been getting nothing but that since I was a kid. Oh wow, they actually count that. That's interesting. Another 853 incidents were categorized as vandalism. So that's defined as cases where property was damaged in a manner that incorporated evidence of anti-Semitic intent or which had an anti-Semitic impact on Jews. So swastikas, which are generally interpreted by Jews to be symbols of anti-Semitic hatred, were present in 578 of these incidences. Acts of anti-Semitic vandalism increased 14% from 751. Okay, so I get like vandalized, so they put swastikas. I don't know why I'm having trouble speaking right now. I get that, but what was the rest of the property damage? Because that's not really listed for like the other half that did not include this. Okay. And then assault. A total of 88 incidents were categorized as assault, defined as cases where Jewish people or people perceived to be Jewish were targeted with physical violence. Okay, so they put physical violence in here. Accompanied by evidence of anti-Semitic animus. Anti-Semitic assaults increased 167% from 33. 11 of the assaults in 2021 were perpetrated with deadly weapons. Ooh. And then the 88 assaults resulted in 131 victims and no fatalities. Oh, and they have it by state. Well, that's interesting. So it looks like the highest number states, so it says New York, New Jersey, California, Florida, Michigan, and Texas. Combined, these states account for 58% of the total incidences. Michigan and Texas kind of threw me off. I'm not surprised by the other 4, though. Where does Ohio rank? Ohio's in one of the lowest states. Okay, Ohio. Well, oh no, we're in the highest states. My bad, because yellow was lower up there. We're in one of the higher states. Ohio, get it together. Get it together. Look at North Dakota. North Dakota has 1. Ain't no Jews out in North Dakota. I actually have a friend who lives out here. It's just, this looks like it's cold all the time. It looks like nothing's out that way. Look at Wyoming. Wyoming has 2. Does anybody have 0? Alaska got 2. How y'all got 2? All right. Y'all, and I'm laughing. I'm not taking anything lightly. I have to keep myself humored while doing these videos, right? All right. So, and then just to give like, be clear on why there was like such a big surge. It says the surge of incidents in May of 2021 coincided with the military conflict between Israel and Hamas. So for the entire month, 387 anti-Semitic incidents were tabulated by the ADL, 297 of which occurred between May 10th, the official start of military action, and the end of the month. So an increase of 141% over the same period in 2020. So it sounds like a big chunk of that came from the military conflict, which not good at all. And then it also says in 2021, 345 of those anti-Semitic incidences involved references to Israel or Zionism. So that would explain a jump up as well. Just so we're all on the same page and clear about why things are happening, just so you can know why things are happening. Once again, my whole life, I never heard of the ADL. I think they're in New York, though. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. But I think things like, you want to be mad at Kanye. And I know it's mostly for the DEFCON 3 tweet. Be mad at Kanye. Kyrie, for the link that was shared, I think you're going a little too hard on Kyrie. He shared a link. I think everybody just blew that completely out of proportion. Because he, like I said in my other video, he didn't make that documentary. He just shared the link. And then he even came out and said he doesn't agree with everything in it. And I know he didn't say that in the tweet, but it's a tweet. I feel like most people heard about that movie and watched it because of the media and not Kyrie, you know? And then now in terms of Dave Chappelle, he did some very light jokes. Like they were, in terms of like going at the Jewish community, they were supremely light. There was nothing to even be that mad about in terms of like being upset to where articles are being written about this now. But hey, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss when I drop a video. And to stay up to date, hit that community tabs right here on my channel. And until next time, you already know who it is. It's Sang.